Hello and welcome. In today's podcast, we will explore the history of Russia, a nation rich in cultural heritage, significant events, and profound transformations. The history of Russia dates back thousands of years and encompasses many crucial epochs and events. In this discussion, we will focus on the fundamental periods, though we won't be able to cover all the details. As we delve into Russia's history, it makes sense to begin with the medieval era. In the 9th century, Rurik of Varangian laid the foundation for Russian history by establishing Novgorod. Later, during the Rurik dynasty's rule, a consolidated state called Kievan Rus emerged. In 988, Grand Prince Vladimir embraced Christianity, marking the beginning of Russia's relationship with the Orthodox Church. In the 13th century, Russia fell under the control of the Kipchak Mongols, known as the Mongol invasion. Throughout the Middle Ages, Russia remained part of the Mongol Empire. However, in the 15th century, the Grand Duchy of Moscow rose to power and gained independence from Mongol control in 1480. The 16th century was a significant period in Russia's history under the rule of Ivan IV, Ivan the Terrible. Ivan IV ascended the throne in 1547 and expanded and modernized Russia. However, due to his cruel and brutal rule, he became known as Ivan the Terrible. In the 17th century, the Romanov dynasty was established, and the era of Romanov Tsars began. In 1613, Michael I Romanov ascended the throne, and the dynasty would last until 1917. The Romanov era was a critical period in terms of Russia's territorial expansion, cultural developments, and relations with Europe. The 18th century was a time when Russia opened itself more to Western influence. Under the rule of Peter the Great, modernization and westernization were at the forefront. Russia underwent significant change through imported technology, art, and science from Europe. The 19th century is considered the golden age of Russian literature. Famous authors such as Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Tchaikovsky produced their works during this time. At the same time, significant events like the Napoleonic Wars impacted Russia and strengthened its power. In the 20th century, Russia's history underwent a complete transformation through the Russian Revolution. In 1917, the Bolsheviks seized power, and Russia was renamed the Soviet Socialist Republic, a communist state. The Soviet Union became a major player in the 20th century and engaged in the Cold War with the USA. In 1991, the Soviet Union dissolved, and the foundations for the modern Russian Federation were laid. Today, Russia is a vast country and an economic power that continues to have an impact on the world stage. Of course, this podcast text can only provide an overview of Russia's history. However, I hope this overview gives you insight and encourages you to learn more about the history of Russia. Thank you, and thanks for listening.